So what you hear is my brain trying to relearn. I think I'm doing okay.
I think you're doing great, Michelle. I think everybody else out there is doing great. Just got to keep moving on, pushing on.
Because, you know, at the end of the day, common sense prevails. And I have to say, I don't care what you're eating, but if you keep moving, you're going to burn it, and then eventually it will come off.
That is correct.
So that's how I have to be.
Travelers, we have made our way to the Caribbean Beach Resort for our walk and talk this week. So come along, get my walking partner here. Here we go. Oh, that one's better. You see the Easter baskets?
No. Do you want to see these baskets?
I guess we'll stop and take a look at the Easter baskets.
Yep, these are our Easter baskets.
They don't have like the chocolate ones.
There we go. Thank you. They didn't have what?
The chocolate ones? You said Easter, but I thought it was like the chocolate.
Good evening. No, you actually pick out all the stuff you want to put in your Easter basket, and they make them for you.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like Grand Floridian or your like contemporary. Like they had like, they don't make their own.
No,
Thank you so much.
No.
They don't make their own Easter eggs.
No. Okay, here we go. Which way we
All
go?
right, so this loop should be about a 30-minute video. It's 1.4 miles about all the way around the loop that we're doing.
Okay. So we will be going around Caribbean Beach Resort and a little bit of Riviera on the backside.
1.4, that's a nice little loop. So
Yeah.
if you did it twice, that's like your 5K.
Yeah. I didn't bring my wind muff, so I do apologize for that. There's a little wind noise, but it makes you feel like you're more in the scene of it all. There's our silhouettes. Wave to the travelers.
This is actually not my first walk today.
No.
I've already done my training that I'm doing
Yep.
3 times a week for the upcoming 5Ks. I've already done that this morning.
And then,
So this is in addition to. That's why we're going a little slower.
yeah. But and then you also did exercise. You had me exercise
I did.
in the living room. Setting up the s'mores camp here.
So how are you guys doing? Hopefully good.
Should we introduce ourselves like we normally do?
Sure.
Like you like to say. I like you to say it.
I didn't know what you said already.
I just said welcome to Caribbean Beach, so I didn't tell them who we are or what we do or anything like that.
Okay. You probably should have already.
I know. Well, I may have missed that. So could you fill them in for that one?
No.
Okay, we're Todd and Michelle from Traveling Around Disney. We're doing our walk and talks. If you have not yet joined us, thanks for joining for our walk and talk. We do these once a week around different resorts and around different places at Disney. And we'll start.
I was gonna say, although I know it seems like this is our first because we never have any idea what we're doing.
That's because
I literally came out and was gonna go left and he went right. We're never on the same page.
we never are, because I go counterclockwise all the
Yeah,
time.
like everybody would. Not clockwise, like.
Well, that's because of Magic Kingdom, and they know.
I didn't have a motive other than to put the sun at my back. So now we're like walking into it, I guess.
Well, sun's behind. That's.
It won't be in a second.
You might be right there. I just thought it was now. I figured by the time I got over there, the sun would be down. Anybody ever stay at Caribbean Beach?
I have the hardest time getting my expectations from my brain out through my mouth to where he can comprehend what I'm talking about. I just have the hardest time.
You should use.
Like I can see it in my head, but I talk and talk and talk, and we think that we're on the same page, and we're like, okay, let's go, and he goes the opposite
and
direction.
I go left and she goes right.
Like no matter how much I try to talk and explain myself, it never works.
That's no.
So I'm just giving up.
Don't give up. Keep going.
So I was gonna say this was gonna be a more positive video.
It is a
Just for
positive
once.
video.
I'm still on my plateau, if you guys care. So here, I was so excited last week. I was like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna break through this. Yeah, nope. I swear, the more I exercise and the less I eat, the less I lose.
Well, that could be. I don't know.
I'm on that very dangerous ledge. Todd doesn't believe me, but I keep trying to tell him I'm at that point to where I could very easily slip and knock myself off of this journey. This is the point I always get to. And you know, you guys, maybe you're with me, maybe it's just me, but you lose weight and you're feeling good and clothes that you can't wear fit, and then you kind of get complacent about it, and it's so easy just to say, all right, I'm done with this, like the heck with this.
It is. It's very easy to say that.
So I keep telling everybody, and everybody's like, oh no, you're doing fine, you look great, keep going. I'm like, rah, 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 rah. I'm ready to stop, I'm ready to quit.
Well, you can't quit.
See?
We got
Yes, I can.
We got too many things
That's
coming
my
up.
response. I totally can.
We got cruises coming up. We got vacations coming up. You
Hold
can't
up,
quit.
because I don't want to.
Okay. We're letting some traffic pass.
Hate to be pushed.
Now we're entering the Riviera Resort there.
All right. So anyway.
So we got
positive. I'm positively. Yeah. Anyway, so that's where I am. Weight loss wise, still the same, exact same. Weight hasn't changed since we talked last. I go down 6 ounces, and then the next day I go back up a pound. So I'm going the wrong direction. I'm still, nothing has changed. Exercising, I am exercising more. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
the whole blah, blah, blah about your muscles turn into muscles, and it's not.
I think that has a lot to do with it.
Yeah, right.
That's my motivational speech to her.
Well, I know today for the first time ever in my whole life, I found this new app. Wait, he's distracting me. What are you doing?
I'm not doing nothing.
He keeps like touching the screen.
No,
He's,
yeah,
like,
because
driving me
I'm trying to
crazy.
get the brightness. They know what I'm doing. So what's the new app that you found? Because I did like it.
Yeah, it's called, and I can't pronounce anything I ever try to do. Is it? Wait, I'm looking.
We're going this way, by the way.
I think it's, is it Kinomap? Kinomap? Kinomap. Again, I'm not telling you guys to go get it because I haven't, today is my very first day using it actually. But I kind of like it. Like they give you a 14-day trial. Of course they all do.
I all do.
And then I think it was like $11 maybe a month because you know everybody runs on subscriptions now. So I like to check it out before I really talk about it. But the only reason I'm bringing it up because I did a workout. They have like coach-led workouts, and it's for people that are like biking, rowing. What else is on there? The treadmill stuff. So
There's
anyway,
like
I found a
mountain climbing.
coach-led one for the treadmill. So I did it this morning. So I'm very proud of myself because I did 3 intervals to where you walk. It was like on an incline, and then anyway, the gist of it, I ran for 2 full minutes 3 times. So it may not sound like much, but for me, that was.
Well, that is a lot more than before.
That's the longest I've ever been able to run in like one little series.
Yeah.
And still live to see the next day.
See, and I think that affects your plateaus. I really do.
Well, everything I've read and the videos I've looked at, they all say the same thing. They're like, oh, you're not really in a true plateau. You've got to reevaluate what you're eating. Maybe you're eating more than you're supposed to. I beg to differ. I am not. I have a tracker, so I track, the calories that I take in. Although I'm not watching calories, but I am in a calorie deficit. So that being said, I know I'm under my calorie limit for the day. I am getting my protein, but I'm not drinking those, cottage cheese.
Oh.
We
did tell them about
blended. What?
You did tell them about the bagels, the beautiful cottage cheese bagels.
Yeah, no, I'm not eating any of that kind of stuff. I'm basically, meats and vegetables. I even cut out the fruits. Like, I don't really eat those anymore for the past week or two. I don't miss them. And I'm not hungry, so I'm not suffering. I'm just whining, I guess.
Well, there's some Viva Il Gelato right there.
So,
Yeah, I don't care.
They carry Pog Juice Sorbet, just to let you know.
So anyway, I think part of this journey for me is going to be learning how to cope. I'm going to have to learn how to not be dependent on the scale. I'm learning how to eat. I'm learning how to exercise. And some days it's easy, some other days it's not.
I like that. I like that. Learning how to cope. That's a great title for this video.
I hope you guys know that, I talk out loud with you guys, but I know it's a struggle. Like, of course it is. I knew and I know that it's not easy. If it was easy, everybody would be skinny.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
And
it's not a matter of, oh, you're eating too much or you're just saying, no, it's not. It's a combination of things. Yes. So I decided to go the other way. Instead of get upset and eat more, I'm getting upset and I'm exercising more, because I figure at the end of the day, my body has to draw that energy from somewhere.
That sounds like a great plan of attack.
I'm gonna make it use it. So
she's a maniac.
I've never seen a fat long distance runner, so
no,
that's encouraging.
True. Not many big boys like me go out and run the Boston Marathon. So.
So anyway, so that's it. So let's see.
Look how quickly.
What else can we talk about that's positive to get us through this 30 minutes?
Well, we got the beautiful Skyliner. That's one of our favorite rides. I know you love the Skyliner.
You had some interesting things on your last talk that you did that I caught.
Which was that? You got to remind me. Remember, I'm old. Can't remember these things.
I was hoping you would talk about.
Okay. Let's talk about the Riviera Resort, which is just behind us. Who remembers when that used to be all part of the Caribbean beach resorts? And actually, me and Michelle, I think, pretty much stayed in this area right here, one of the buildings that were right here, when we first came down to Caribbean Beach. But they took those down to build the DVC resort, the Riviera. It's supposed to be the Grand Floridian of the Epcot area. It's a very nice resort. Has on top dining right up there. Topolino's is right up there. Beautiful views of the Disney property. It's got the Skyliner that cuts through. Well, I think we're making great time. How are we doing?
I don't know. You have the timer.
Oh yeah, forget about that. 14 minutes. We're at 14 minutes and we're halfway around the lake.
Well, sorta.
Remember, nice
relaxing. We probably should have been at the bridge, so we're probably walking a little slow.
Okay. Should I pick up my pace? Because I think you got a better pace than me. Most of these buildings are 2-story. There are
you
some
guys
3-story.
that are already running and walking? I've asked this before, but I'm asking serious this time. I'm short. I'm literally, on a good day, 5'4". My legs have a short walk span, so literally I have to walk more. I either have to have more steps or I have to walk faster. Is that true? because I feel like just to keep up with Todd, I have to automatically kind of walk faster.
Well, that's because I'm 6 foot tall, and
So aren't you at an advantage if you're taller?
I do believe
Be
so.
able to run a little
I believe
slower?
you're exactly correct.
Like I feel like I have to like.
She always tells me sometimes I'm just gonna have to start running if I'm gonna keep up with you. Which is true. Hello. But her stride has gotten much better, and she's gotten much faster. She doesn't think she has, but she has. Because I have problems keeping up with her sometimes. Those big poles, though, do break the illusion of the Caribbean.
I still wish that Disney would pay more attention to their food that they offer. I wish they would make more things maybe a la carte without you having to ask or make a big fuss. Not a big fuss, I didn't say that right. Like you have to, you know, sometimes some servers will do it, sometimes they won't.
Yeah.
It becomes this anxiety thing, like when you go out to eat, how you're gonna order.
Yep.
But it's like you go to most of the places and you know you're gonna get a hamburger or a hot dog. They do have salads, but that's kind of the old school. Like I have noticed if now like we stop at a fast food and I get like, let's say Chick-fil-A salads, I will take some of the lettuce and things off of that salad. Like I want the protein to be a little higher ratio to the carbs than what they normally serve.
Well, I know you don't eat croutons.
No.
Because I get all those. I'll tell you what, that kale salad, you really turned me on
I
to
did
that.
try kale. I tried that TikTok version of the kale salad from Chick-fil-A. It has like an apple, like vinaigrette type dressing, and then it comes with almonds that you can sprinkle over the salad. It was actually pretty good.
Yeah, it was.
I thought I hated kale, but it was good.
Now I wish
I
I would
don't
have
like
gotten.
salads anyway, so to me I can eat it, but I can eat a regular salad too. But I don't. It's not like I'm like, oh my god, this is so
Yeah.
good. Like,
But that was good. You turned me on to that. I like
Yeah.
that, especially with the
She's-
chicken strips.
Right. Well, I got the chicken strips. I kind of cheated a little, but she said most people get the grilled nuggets to go on it. So I'm gonna try that next time.
Yeah, I don't know
The
about.
person I watch puts hot sauce, but she puts hot sauce
I
on
don't
everything.
know about the hot sauce on those. I cannot say I'm a big fan of that.
Yeah, I'm not a. I mean, I like it.
Especially
I
with
don't
the
want it
kale.
every meal.
Especially with the kale. Uh-oh, we're coming to a congested area. By the bridge. We're past the bridge.
I found we got a new teapot this week because I like cold tea, but I like to brew it. So we got one just for me, so it doesn't taste like coffee. But I found I think it's the Celestial Seasonings brand. You just get them in the grocery store. That's got like the fruit flavor. So I can take the bags out of there, which there's 2 packs for each flavor. And each pack has like, I think they have like 4 or 5 tea bags. So anyway, I'll open up both things. So I'm using about 10 tea bags, but it makes a gallon of tea when I'm done. And I really thoroughly enjoy it. And I'm shocked that I got the peach one. It was delicious. I just made the blueberry.
Yeah, that
I
smelled.
haven't tried it yet because.
It smelled wonderful as you were brewing it today.
But every time I drink it, I tell him, I'm like, I can't believe that this is really good. Like, I really like it.
And no sugar substitutes
sugar,
or
nothing in
sugar.
it.
She
Just
just drinks it
flavored
that
tea.
way.
So good.
So that's another good step in the right direction.
Yeah,
see-
so I'm finding good substitutes that I don't really miss, what we used to get. Our movie was over at the theater this week, so we missed our movie time.
Yeah.
I missed that.
I didn't
So
get no
get my
popcorn.
popcorn and Coke.
I didn't get no popcorn this week.
But they're going to say, well, you're on a plateau. You shouldn't be having popcorn and Coke. That's probably true.
That could have been why we were on a plateau.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Could have been.
We're going to find out here
That's
soon.
a lot of carbs.
Yeah.
But see, and I'm going to follow that with this goes back to what I'm saying about this being a lifestyle change, and I've got to get off this thing about the scale movement, because if I have to go my whole life and never ever have popcorn and a Coke again, that's just not sustainable. So I said just this morning, if I could just practice what I preach.
That's always easier.
Because didn't I tell you, I said,
yes.
I am in this for the long haul. So if it takes 5 years for me to get to a weight that I'm comfortable with, then it takes 5 years.
Agreed.
I just know that I am better today than I was 5 months ago. And that has to be enough. And I have to learn to be okay with that.
And that, I believe, is your step in the right direction. It's just remembering that and being able to remember that.
Well, we all want instant gratification.
Oh, of course.
We want to go on a diet and then, 4 or 5 months later be done.
It took me a long time to put this weight on.
I always think about, though, those people that you see, and half the time it's not really true. It's just what they're showing. But it's like, I lost, 45 pounds in 30 days.
Yeah.
Well, you might have, but let's see you 60 days later what you look like.
I gained 60 pounds in 50 days.
Did you go on cruises? Did you go on vacation? Or did you just literally drink water and a protein drink the whole 30 days?
Starve yourself to death. Ooh, we're almost to the bridge.
So I hate to be a skeptic, but I have to be, because I just don't think that kind of weight loss is sustainable.
I'm agreeing.
Especially as hard as it is for me to get it off. Like, I don't want to go through the pain sometimes of what I've been through, of feeling like I've done without, maybe. That's
right,
what I was going to
exactly.
say. And I don't want to do that. So what you hear is my brain trying to relearn. I think I'm doing okay.
I think you're doing great, Michelle. I think everybody else out there is doing great. Just got to keep moving on, pushing on.
Because, at the end of the day, common sense prevails. And I have to say, I don't care what you're eating, but if you keep moving, you're going to burn it, and then eventually it will come off.
That is correct.
So that's how I have to think. To keep from throwing my scale out the window.
Keep from throwing a scale out the window. Benjamin will not be happy. He likes to sit at the window and look outside. Look at the squirrels. Now we're not heading over to that side. We're just doing the loop here around the lake, which is what the map showed.
Yeah, this is what I mapped out.
Yeah.
I'm finally teaching myself how to use the Google map where you can use the walking directions.
Yeah, you did really good on that, by the way.
So I can estimate, how long and about how far it is. We're doing something because my butt's burning from going up that hill.
Yeah. I see, that's a good thing about this walk. It's a little different inclines, not a flat straightaway.
Yeah, that's true.
Beautiful scenery.
This is a really pretty resort.
Very big, very vast. If you get in some of these buildings, you're going to be walking, but you know what? It's what you're here for. To walk around the resort.
I used to feel like things were so far away too. So things are getting closer. I'm like, well, that's not that far.
No.
Where does that go?
That goes back under the bridge to that other
Pedestrians
side.
only. Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, so you don't have to go over the road?
Correct.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So for like joggers like this gentleman coming, he doesn't have to stop for traffic. He can just keep going under the bridge.
Okay.
Plenty of pools everywhere. That's my goals.
What?
To be able to run like that. Really though.
I do have some aches and pains. I wonder if it's just because I'm getting older.
Shh, don't say that loud.
I know.
I know.
It's like when you sit down and then you go to get up, everything's like stiff. Like, how do I get rid of that? Any suggestions from anybody?
Yeah. Anybody out there? Anybody? Jay,
This
let us
might
know what
be-
else we should be taking.
Too much information, but I started a new kind of vitamin. I've been on them about maybe a month, you think? Like 3 weeks, 4
Yeah.
weeks? Probably 4 weeks. And I'm gonna have to change because they are creating havoc with my restroom habits. And that ain't cool, especially when you're trying to lose weight and
Exactly.
you can't go. That's not cool. But I happen to think, you know, my nursing background, sometimes I don't think until it just occurs to me that maybe it's the iron that's in the vitamins. So I went and looked, and sure enough, they give you 100% of your daily allowance. And I was like,
I never knew that iron would make you do
oh
that.
yeah, it's
or not
horrible.
do that, technically.
Iron is terrible. And
Okay.
I should know that because every, you know, patient I prescribe it to, I always make sure to tell them. And it's extra water, almost like you feel like you're just gonna float away. If you can't tolerate the water, then you've got to take some kind of like a stool softener or something. I don't want to do that.
No.
I think I'm
no.
getting plenty through my food though.
Yeah.
Some people will say vitamins are needed, and I think that's true if you're not eating well. But other people say you're just making expensive pee because that's all you do is you just pee it out.
Well, Michelle, even going out to eat now, she's like, remind me not to get that brown water because she gets unsweet tea when we go out.
I'm
And
tired of paying like a soda for it.
Yeah,
It's just
$4 for unsweet tea.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that anymore.
But we always forget. I don't want her to go
drink
without.
the sodas though, which is good.
Yeah.
I thought maybe the carbonation was causing my aches and pains, but it wasn't because I haven't had anything carbonated in forever.
No, you have not.
So
Except at the movies, once a week.
could be just old age.
Yeah, we might have to. Oh my, look at that. We did this quick.
I know.
Because that's where I got you at the bench right over underneath that bronze roofing right over there.
Yeah. That's a quick little 30-minute. What time are you
Yeah.
on?
My glasses. 28 minutes.
There you go.
So yeah, this is a perfect one. So do you want to go this way and back through the lobby, or we can cut through the parking lot? No, we can't cut through the parking lot. We're going to go this way. See a little bit of the pool.
Not sure what you mean, but we're gonna go to where we started.
Gotcha.
This pool was down for the longest.
Yeah, refurbishment. But it's
I'm
back
glad
up.
it's
I know everybody is upset at the beach club because that pool is still down for refurbishment.
Trying to eat dinner over here tonight.
Yeah, that sounds great. Where you want to go?
I don't know where.
I know they got a great Mojo half chicken over here.
Yeah, that sounds good.
There we go, and that's at the quick service. So we can give that a try. Try not to get the pool, but try not to get the sun at the same time.
All I've had for the past 2 days is broccoli, so I want something other than broccoli.
Oh, they got broccolini.
Yeah, true.
There we go. That'll be different. And there's the beautiful
Broccolini,
Riviera
skinny broccoli.
in the background. I have heard, do not know if this is true or not, but banana cabanas that used to serve the pineapple upside down bread pudding,
Yeah,
they no longer serve it there.
really?
Yep, you can only get it at Sebastian's inside.
You know, I wouldn't put that past them to do that.
Yeah. They want you to
'Cause
make
A,
sure.
No, because of that. They're going to want to decrease the traffic to
gosh.
Banana Cabana.
Yeah,
And plus,
that's
you go to
true. I
Sebastian's
didn't
to
think
get
about
dessert.
that. Oh, that smells good. Grilled chicken, you can smell it.
Disney is consistently inconsistent.
Yeah. There's a line for banana cabanas right there. Shades are down.
Yeah, I don't want to eat in there because you can't see the water.
Right. Sebastian's right there.
They don't look like they're too busy.
We could probably get a walk up if we wanted to eat there.
You want to eat there tonight?
That might be a little too much food. I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I can go just quick service.
Okay, we'll go to the quick service here.
Maybe we can give them a little bonus footage.
Oh, we
Walk
could.
in there and show them the quick service.
That we could. Okay.
And then if you're walking, you can kind of sit down and rest for a second.
Yeah,
If not, keep walking.
that's a great idea.
But we're just about back to the beginning.
Yep.
So there you go. That's about what, 30 minutes?
That is exactly 30 minutes and 37 seconds. Right there.
All right. Awesome.
Right there. Beautiful. Hello there. How are you doing? You too.
And
Okay.
I am at 10,938 steps.
Very nice. Very nice. Okay, let's walk into the lobby. We'll show them a little bit of the,
I will turn you
Food
loose and you go do your thing.
okay.
Goodbye, everybody. I will see you next week.
Okay.
Be safe. Have fun. Keep walking.
I hate these doors. I never can work them. There we go. Okay. I want to step inside, take a look at the food court right over here. Just for your information for you guys, there we go. Breakfast is 7 to 11, and lunch is, and dinner is 11 to 11 here. Of course, they got their merchandise store to the right over there, Calypso Trading Post. And then the bottled beverages right over here. Pizza, of course, and all that good stuff. But we're gonna find us something to eat, especially coffee pickup. But it is very large. So got a lot of stuff. But the way this works is that you order up here at the very front, and then you come back here and pick up your foods. Okay, let's go get some food. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the menu board right there. We may or may not eat here. We're not really sure, so we shall see. As we were coming by the food court, the Caribbean Beach has their merchandise, their own line. So now they have their lounge flies and their coffee cups. Just a little bonus footage right there. Their ears, their shirts, and their Tervis tumblers right there. And don't forget, you can pick up a resort pin. Hope you enjoyed our walk and talk around the Caribbean Beach Resort, a little bit of the Riviera. But check this cup out right here, a banana cabana. How about that? Loving the merchandise. Hope you guys enjoyed our walk and talk. And until next time, travelers, like we always say, travel and adventure is out there.